来点新感觉，我的 new feeling， 每天上班都有好心情。来点新感觉，我的 new feeling， 我的生活优雅自信。new feeling，
新感觉夹心吐司，随时都能享受轻食美味，让今天一样轻巧活力。7-Eleven 清新贩售中。
Welcome to MJ English.
We're here to help you get fluent in that high-stakes language of the workplace. You know, without all the textbook fluff.
And today, we're jumping right into a really common scenario, year-end reporting.
Oh yeah, that crucial, sometimes stressful time of year.
But the language here is golden, not just for work, but for anyone studying for the Toeic exam.
Exactly. So we're going to listen in on two colleagues, Sophie and Mark. They're in the finance department trying to, nail down the Q4 reports.
Okay, let's hear how they handle it.
Hey Mark, quick question. Are the Q4 expense reports on track?
Almost. Two teams still haven't submitted their final numbers.
Understood. We need the final numbers by Friday so we can finish the year-end summary.
Operations told me this morning they're still reviewing several invoices.
That figures. The recent currency fluctuations slowed everyone down.
True. Want me to follow up again this afternoon?
Yes, please. Even a preliminary version today would help.
Sure thing. How about HR's data?
Already received. They're always the most organized.
Great. Once we have everything, I'll combine the files and send you a draft.
Perfect. Let's aim to wrap up the summary before the weekend.
Okay, so that was a short conversation, but it is just packed with really useful professional phrases.
It really is. And we're not just going to define them, we want to talk about how to use them strategically.
So let's start with that first one, on track.
Right. On track. It sounds so simple, just meaning progressing as planned.
It does, but it does so much more. When you tell your manager a project is on track, you're signaling confidence. You're basically saying, I've got this.
Yeah, and kind of stops them from needing to micromanage you, right?
Exactly. It's efficient.
And notice the contrast with what they still need.
The final numbers.
Ah, yes, the final numbers.
So not just any numbers, but the completed, checked figures. You can't really move forward without them.
Right, but you can still do some work, which is why Sophie asks for a preliminary version. I love that word, preliminary.
It's perfect for managing expectations. It tells everyone that this is just the first draft, and it's probably going to change. It's so useful.
And to get those numbers, Mark offers to follow up. Now, this is a key verb in any workplace.
It's more than just ask again, isn't it?
Much more. To follow up implies you're taking accountability to make sure a task actually moves forward. It's proactive.
Okay, what was the holdup? They were reviewing invoices.
Right. The billing.
埃及不只有金字塔与神殿，还能夜宿沙漠，仰望满天星河，全程配备中文导游与舒适包车，让巧瑞旅行社带领热爱自由、追求品质的你，探索最真实迷人的埃及。年底前，自救4人即享每人最高5000元折扣，再加码升级入住梦幻星空帐篷。马上联络巧瑞，开启属于你的埃及星空之旅。
Okay, what was the holdup? They were reviewing invoices.
Right, the billing documents. And the reason for the delay was currency fluctuations.
That sounds like a very high-level professional excuse.
It is. Fluctuations just means variations or changes. Using a word like that shows you understand the bigger, external factors that affect business. It's a smart way to explain a delay.
So we've got the vocabulary, but the grammar, the sentence structure is just as important for sounding clear and professional.
Totally. And this dialogue gives us 3 fantastic patterns. First, for deadlines.
We need the final numbers by Friday. That's the need plus object plus by plus time structure. It's so direct. There's like zero room for misunderstanding.
None at all. It's the language of project management. Then we have the structure for status updates, which connects back to our first vocabulary word.
On track.
Yes. When you say, the report is on track for Friday, you're using that verb to be to make a very clear, definitive statement about progress.
Okay, and what's the last one? Mark used it near the end.
Ah, yes. The structure for showing sequence. Once we have everything, using once plus a clause is how you signal dependency.
So you're saying this thing can't happen until that other thing happens.
Precisely. Once we get the data, we'll prepare the summary. It makes the workflow crystal clear for everyone on the team. You know exactly who is waiting for what.
That's it for today's MJ English. Remember, 5 minutes a day is all you need to win at work, win the Toeic, and win over your colleagues. If you found this useful, don't forget to follow and share it with your friends. See you next time.